I act the way I do, Alice, because your mother is a blabbermouth. A blabbermouth. You are a blabbermouth. A blabbermouth.
Jackie Gleason.
In 1955, the Honeymooners hit television screens and ran for just one single season, 39 episodes that would go down in history. Despite its short run, it became infamous for Jackie Gleason's unpredictable style and razor-sharp comedy. Decades later, it remains one of TV's strangest success stories. Here are the top 10 weirdest facts you may not know. Even if you know them all, I hope you enjoy the video. Be sure to stay for the bonus. Believe me, it's hilarious.
Hey, Alice, you look thin. Are you getting enough to eat?
Wouldn't say that if you could see our food bill.
Well, I don't doubt the bills are high. But how much of the food are you getting?
Number 1. The Honeymooners didn't start as a sitcom at all. It was born as a simple recurring comedy sketch on Cavalcade of Stars in 1951 and later became a regular feature on The Jackie Gleason Show. The segments were short, raw, and often improvised, featuring Ralph and Alice Cramden sparring in their tiny Brooklyn apartment. Viewers loved the chemistry and the realistic working-class setting so much that CBS eventually spun it off into a standalone series in 1955. Number 2. The Honeymooners didn't just influence later sitcoms, it practically gave birth to the Flintstones. Hanna-Barbera's prehistoric comedy copied the dynamic between Ralph and Alice Cramden, right down to the loudmouthed husband and the eye-rolling wife. Jackie Gleason was furious when he realized the similarities and even consulted lawyers about suing for plagiarism. But after some thought, he backed off, reportedly saying he didn't want to be known as the man who sued Fred Flintstone. The connection is now an open secret in TV history.
There's the hand that feeds you. I dare you to bite it.
Oh, that obedience school stuff sure paid off, Fred.
Number 3. Jackie Gleason was a notorious gambler and often bet large sums on horse racing between filming. Crew members worried he would lose his paycheck before payday. Sometimes he showed up to work in a sour mood after losing big. His gambling stories became almost as famous as the show itself.
Well, to begin with, it doesn't look like I'm going to need this lunchbox much longer.
Ralph, you're going on a diet.
No, I am not going on a diet.
Well, why won't you need this lunchbox? Are you getting a bigger one?
Number 4. Though they played a loving couple, Gleason and Meadows sometimes clashed. Gleason's improvisations frustrated her as she preferred sticking to the script. Still, Meadows admired his comedic instincts and tolerated his temper. Their love-hate dynamic spilled over into their electric on-screen chemistry.
I got a big mouth!
Number 5. Because Gleason disliked rehearsing and sometimes forgot lines, he had cue cards hidden around the set. Stagehands would place them inside props like refrigerators or behind furniture. He would glance at them mid-scene without breaking character. This trick became a well-kept production secret at the time.
Give me a coin. Heads I win, tails you lose. Right? Tails you lose. Wait a minute. But would you mind giving me back my coin?
Hey, if you're getting a chuckle from this content and you wouldn't mind supporting the channel, hit that little like button. It really helps. Thanks much.
Number 6. On set, Gleason was nicknamed the Great One, a title first given to him by Orson Welles. Crew members used it with a mix of respect and sarcasm, depending on how temperamental Gleason was that day. Gleason embraced the name and even used it in his autobiography. The larger-than-life persona carried over into how people saw Ralph Kramden.
And the guy says, well, if I knew that, I'd be at home with my wife.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great one.
You don't have to do that.
Number 7, Audrey Meadows was the only Honeymooners cast member to receive royalties from reruns, thanks to her brother, an attorney, who added a special clause to her contract. When the show hit syndication years later, she kept earning, while her co-stars got nothing. Jackie Gleason didn't need residuals. He owned the entire series and profited from the rights himself. But among the actors, Meadows was the only one who kept getting paid long after the cameras stopped rolling.
In exactly 10 seconds, he's going to yell out here, Alice, any leftovers from last night's supper? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alice, any leftovers from last night's supper?
Number 8. In the 1940s, long before the Honeymooners, Gleason worked the nightclub circuit, loud, smoky rooms packed with comics fighting for a laugh. And that's where the whispers started. Some said Gleason had been borrowing material, not just from anyone, but from one of the biggest names in comedy history, Milton Berle. Berle was famous for writing and collecting jokes, and just as famous for accusing others of stealing them.
In New York, the newspapers went on strike, and I think that's terrible to be without newspapers. How are you going to wrap fish?
According to several accounts, Gleason's early act featured punchlines that sounded suspiciously close to Berle's routines.
I come off the stage one night, and the stage manager came over to me and said to me, I saw your act last night. My act? Yeah. There's a switch. Somebody's stealing from me. Oh. His name is Jackie Gleason.
Number 9. Behind the scenes, alcohol was common. Gleason in particular was known for drinking heavily during rehearsals and even tapings. He claimed it loosened him up for comedy. This habit shocked modern audiences when it was later revealed.
Look, accidents will happen. Yes, and you're the biggest accident that ever happened. Now get out of here. Out! May I say one thing before I leave? Well, that's a piece of junk. Get out of here!
Number 10. Ralph's threat, one of these days, bang, zoom to the moon, was controversial even in the 1950s. Some critics complained it made light of domestic violence. Gleason insisted it was purely comic exaggeration, never meant to be literal.
You're regular right. Hope they like those jokes on the moon, because that's where you're going.
Despite the controversy, the catchphrase became one of TV's most enduring lines.
The story of lunar exploration started with one man.
One of these days, Alice, bang, zoom, straight to the moon.
Now for a bonus. Fans have long claimed that during the famous Chef of the Future sketch, the gadget prop broke down live on stage and Gleason and Carney had to improvise their way through it. You can even spot them cracking up on camera, or so the rumor goes. There's no solid proof it actually happened, but the story has become part of the Honeymooners legend. One of those behind-the-scenes tales that might be too good to fact-check.